the executive director, the directors present, the board members, the media, or call it fourth estate, the funds leadership, and ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to be here. I'm extremely excited because since we took office in November 2019, we were required to work on quite a number of projects at the club. Our term of office expires in 2022, and we committed to doing certain things before we leave the board. One of them was talent growth. As you're aware, KCCA is a home of talent. We've been growing talent since 1963. Most of the best players in the country have been coming from KCCFC, and we are happy that even in the current crop of players, we have quite a number of them playing at the national team. So talent growth and development is one of our programs, and we pledge to continue doing that to attract the best talent at the club, and also to develop them. We are happy to inform you that last year we were able to graduate 2 members of our club from the youth development. That's Alan Okero. We sold him to Paradu, and I'm sure he's happier also wherever he is, and Mustafa Kiza. So in that program we are doing well. The other program we had, ED, was to galvanize the funds leadership. We are the club with the biggest number of funds, genuine funds, not just excited funds. And we are happy that the fund leaders are actually here. The acting president, Sophie, is here, representing quite a number of them. If we were having in normal days, we would be having a huge gathering here because of the funds that we have. But I'm happy to know that a number of them are following from wherever they are. So we want to improve programs in our funds. They are very organized. A number of them have various programs in the city that can help them improve their social livelihood. The other program we have is infrastructure development. And we planned to improve this project here at Lugogo, basically because it's historical. Most people are attached to Lugogo, and it's our home. So we very much want to improve Lugogo with your support. And also, we still have another program because this is not our final home. We want to thank the Direct Education. She's been helping us in also looking for another program where we can have an all-inclusive sports facility for children and other areas. So that's Chitebi. So we plan to continue lobbying for funds so that we can also develop Chitebi for the benefit of the young and youthful people in Kampala. Madam Idi, I want to thank you for your commitment because this launch has been mainly pushed by the executive director. She actually is much interested in ensuring that the youth have facilities that they can benefit from or grow from. She pushed us to make sure that we can set up a date to launch this activity, and she'll be following and supervising this activity. We want to thank you, Idi. Idi, I also want to take this opportunity to thank the other members. The Director Education, I've already appreciated her. Engineer Justus Akankwasa, the Director Engineering, is very helpful. Whatever you're seeing at the moment is because of his support and guidance also, technically. So we want to thank you, Engineer Justus. We have a board. A number of these board members, the public might not know. Many times I come out and represent the board, but it's just that I'm the face of the board, but a lot of the work is done at the board end. A number of you know the vice chairperson, Mr. Agre Ashaba. Mr. Agre, please wave to the people. We have the board secretary, Mr. Davis Othieno. We do have Legend Tom Ranga, the one who I think a number of you know that he was in the finals of 1978. The only time Uganda was able to make it at the finals. We have Hajat Nusura. She's also a board member. And there are many other board members that are not here, but contribute to the development of KCFC.
The Executive Director of KCCA, the board members present, members of the Fourth Estate, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all of you to this historic moment. As the authority, we take KCCA FC as our flagship club among the many that we manage to put KCCA and Kampala brands out there both locally and internationally as we execute our mandate of sports development in the city. We are convinced that our dreams of creating KCCA FC Stadium as an ambience for the sports fans, athlete sports, the youth, and space for talent development will be attained. I believe, like the chairman has said, all procurement protocols have been followed to acquire this contractor. I would like to express my heartfelt respect for the efforts that everyone involved has made until today, including the technical team from the authority, the Directorate of Education and Social Services, the Directorate of Engineering and Technical Services, the Directorate of Treasury Services, and the Procurement Department, the club management, the athletes, and everyone else who has participated in this. We are glad that the new form for the stadium will prioritize our supporters in their various capacities. We are grateful to our partners in sports development, MTN, StarTimes, and all the others, and I call upon more collaboration in these hard times as we work on this space. Our sincere hope is that this construction project will be executed in accordance with the quality standards expected, be safely completed in time, and we shall continue to win from our home ground. I thank you all for a better city. Thank you very much.
I would like to welcome the Executive Director of KCCA, Madam Dorothy Chisaka, who will give her remarks and then we'll tell you what will follow thereafter. Thank you very much.
It's such a great pleasure to have you at this function. As we commence this transformation, a new beginning that will see us acquire a modern state-of-the-art home for KCCA Football Club. A few weeks ago, I attended an event in Chitebi where our boys were playing against Rwanda. Chitende. Our boys were playing and they played wonderfully. In fact, they scored a hat trick. We won the game, but we lost the war. But when we were leaving, one of the things that was being stirred up in my heart is that we need our own stadium within the city that our youth can truly enjoy and be able to access at any time easily. And I'm glad this is happening today. The KCCA club has been in existence for 58 years, but has had inadequate facilities that fit the status for a football club in the capital city. There was a need to upgrade this stadium into a modern facility. This journey started in 2018 through formulation of a 5-year strategic plan. Amongst one of the key result areas was facilities and infrastructure development. The club opted to have a concrete stadium due to the various advantages associated, including durability, stability, and overall costing. The initial plans for the facility, the costs was so high that they opted for this one, which is going to cost approximately 10 billion. Following approval of the plans, KCCA received funding from central government to facilitate the implementation of the project. And we want to say thank you, and we are very grateful to the government of Uganda for the initial money that has been availed, 2.5 billion, to start this construction. The stadium will be built in a phased approach, with the first phase focusing on the VIP wing, which is going to be right here where we are sitting, and emphasis on international best practices for a period of 2 years. We have so far contracted a local service provider through competitive bidding, and they are to commence the work in very few weeks from today. On behalf of KCCA and the team, we commit to closely supervise this project. Projects do start, but starting is not the moment to celebrate. We want to celebrate the moment of finishing. We want to be here in a few years' time when this project is finished and we celebrate together.
Remarks by the Honorable Minister of Kampala Capital City and Metropolitan Affairs at the launch of the construction of the Kampala Capital City Authority Football Stadium, in bracket MTN Omondi Stadium at Lugogo. Greetings from the Ministry of Kampala and Metropolitan Affairs. Today is a remarkable day in the history of KCCA Football Club and the football fraternity in the country, as a new dawn awaits Kampala Capital City and Uganda at large, with the rebirth of this new sports facility, the MTN Omondi Stadium. KCCA Football Club, being one of the unifying platforms for Ugandans with varying socio-economic and political interests, greatly contributes to the increasing importance of sports in the socio-economic development of our country. The government of Uganda, therefore, approved the budget for the construction of the MTN Omondi Stadium with an annual release of Uganda shillings 2 billion from central government, for topping up with additional funding from the KCCA budget based on the available resources to enhance the achievement of the above highlighted and objective number 1, which is to increase economic opportunities in cities and urban areas under Program 11 of Sustainable Urbanization and Housing of the National Development Plan 3.
I hope we shall expedite the processes. It will be day and night, and so that we work on schedule, because it's really long overdue. I have always reviewed this, and I've always told you colleagues, what is this? We are the best team in the country. We have a continental brand, and all those teams which have visited us here, they have really wondered, is this the KCCA we have always feared? You can imagine. I'm telling you, because we are all traveled. We have seen clubs owning fantastic and fabulous state-of-the-art stadia, but ours, honestly speaking, it's like a village playground. So this is really fantastic. We invite the contractors, please. You need to understand. You need to understand the pressures you have. You need to appreciate the kind of working environment we are in, and the anxiety. It's really too much. People want to see, not myself alone, actually what I'm doing here now, and I'm sure I wasn't here to listen to other speakers, but I'm sure they have all poured out. This is a reflection of what is happening within the fraternity of KCC. Our fans there. Madam Hose, the other day, I almost shed tears when I read your story. After these people changed the rules, I said, now what is this? Huh? what is this? These CAF people said in the team 15, now they're saying, oh, we have waived that after eliminating KCCA. Very, very unfair to us. My mind was focusing on any legal remedy we can get, and I'm still scratching my head to see if it is still possible, honestly speaking. Because after defeating these guys 3-1 here. Anyway, but that happened. But the magnanimity of our colleagues at Chitende helped us at least to host that match, because it was going to be a double jeopardy. That we visited Rwanda, we failed to raise the required threshold of the players. Then we come home, we don't have a standard a stadium which is up to standard. They say, which KCCA is this? This is in shambles. It's a terrible club. It was affecting our brand, and would be shaming our partners, the MTN who have just joined us, and the others who would wish to come on board. So, with those remarks, I thank you very much once again, the team that has made this happen. I hope it will be in tandem with the artistic impression we have got. You know, at times you get a magnificent picture, then you begin building it yourself. I already have the stadium in my head. That's what I want to see on the ground. I don't want to see something different and I say, is this what it is? So I already have it. I have the picture. The graphic, this one exactly. The graphic picture, we have it. So we wish to have the same on the ground. And we don't want to put you on task to oversee what you are doing, to always push you at this and that. You be self-driven, self-motivated. You also have a passion for that. And the very final thing is that we need to see how we can expand on this facility here. Because honestly speaking, it's a very narrow space. It's a challenge we have. It is something we are discussing internally with the ED, with all the stakeholders at different levels. At least we have recreational facilities in Kampala. State-of-the-art recreational facilities, it's important. You can imagine this is the only piece we are left with as state managers. It's very absurd. But I'm glad at least we are having something started. Let's keep the candle burning. Let's keep our hopes alive as we aspire for better things. With those remarks, I wish you all the best, and I thank you very much. May God bless you all.